Hello, everybody. Today we have this problem that says a telephone company offers a monthly cellular phone plan for $19.99. It includes 300 anytime minutes plus $1.20 per minute for additional minutes, or 20 cents per minute for additional minutes. The following function is used to compute the monthly cost for a subscriber, where X is the number of anytime minutes used. Now, this function that we have here is called a piecewise function. So let me go ahead and write that out. Piecewise function. All right, and a piecewise function is just several functions pieced together and they become one big function. So again, a piecewise function is just several functions pieced together that form one big function. So in this case, we have that c of x is 19.99 only if x is less than x is less than I'm sorry, we have c of x equals 19.99 only if 0 is less than x is less than or equal to 300. And we have c of x equals 0.20x minus 40.01 only if x is greater than 300. And with this function, we want to compute the monthly costs of the cellular phone for use of the following anytime minutes. So let's do it for the A part, 170. So this is for 170 minutes. So basically, we want to compute the cost if we used 170 minutes. So to do this, 170 is the x in this case, and we note that 170 is between 0 and 170. That is, we know that 0 is less than or equal to 170, but at the same time, it is less than or equal to 300. And so that means we're going to use the first function to do this, okay? So we can use the second function because this is when x is greater than 300, and 170 is not greater than 300. So only the first piece of the function applies and not the bottom one. Okay, so that means we'll use the first one. So if we do that, will be c of 170 is equal to, and since we use the first one, that means it's going to be 19.99. So that's the answer. So this is the answer to the A part. So if we use 170 minutes, we're going to pay $19.99. All right, now let's do the B part, C of 335. So this is if we used 335 minutes. All right, so again, we got to figure out which one applies. So let's see. So if we use the first one, this would mean 0. This is A part. And for B part, so we have 335. So if we use the first one, that would be 0 is less than 335, which is true, and less than or equal to 300. But 335 less than or equal to 300 is false, and so we cannot use the first one. So let's see if we can use the second one. The second one, 0.20x minus 40.01 is good if x is greater than 300. So is 335 greater than 300? Let's find out. And it is, right? It's true, right? So for B part, we want to use this bottom function, okay? Okay, so we can freely ignore the first function. Okay, so just the bottom one, which says c of x is equal to 0.20x minus 40.01. Now we'll put the 335 in for x. And that's equal to 0.20 times 335 minus 40.01. So now we have to tabulate 0.20 times 335 minus 40.01. So let's do this on the Desmos calculator. All right, so this we naturally enter in the function. So the function in this case is c of x is equal to 0.20x minus 40.01. Let's check to make sure this is correct. Yes. All right, and then bottom, and we can do another line and enter in c of 335. Okay, and we get 26.99. All right, so we get c of 335 is equal to, and what was it again? Let's find out. I think 26.99, is that right? Yes, 26.99. So 0.20 times 335 minus 40.01 is 26.99. Okay, so that's B part. Now let's check out the C part. C part, this time we're given C of 301. So again, we have to choose which function applies. All right, so let's go to the first one. Let's see, 301. Let's see, this would mean 0 less than x. So in this case, x is 301, and we know that's true. And then we got less than or equal to 300, and 301 less than or equal to 300 is not true. And so we don't use the first one, so that means we must use the second one. So let's find out. We can use the second one if x is greater than 300. Let's confirm this. So in this case, x is 301. So 301 greater than 300, is that true? Yes, that's true. All right. So we'll use the second one again, like we did for the B part. Okay, now in Desmos, we've already entered the function. So it's just a matter of changing the x. So let's go to the Desmos again. And we got 301, so which is 20.19. So we can say C of 301 is equal to 20.19. All right. So for B part, our cost is $26.99. For C part, our cost is $20.19. Okay, so that's how to evaluate a piecewise function manually. But let's look at a graph of this piecewise function. All right. Okay, I've already graphed it right here. Okay, so we got 19.99, where 0 is less than x is less than or equal to 300. So let's change this. Okay, and then we want to be greater than 300 for this one. And then we can zoom out to see it more. And it looks something like this. All right, so it's kind of cute. So we can see that between when x is between 0 and 300, the cost is pretty steady at 19.99. And then after 300 minutes, the cost rises for each additional minute. All right. Okay, now in the Desmos graphing calculator, we're literally dealing with one function called c of x. But if you put c of x in here, it'll still work. But we cannot evaluate using it like this. Okay. So if we try to put in c of 301, then it's not going to work because it doesn't know which c of x to go to. But it's okay. In order to do this problem without any manual computation, we can just change the letter of this function to d of x. It'll still graph it like that. and we should still be able to do the problem. All right. So let's go back and do the problem. So for A part, we know the answer was 19.99. So let's get the Desmos graphic calculator to tell us this. And to do that, we'll put in, okay, we know it applies to the top one, which is C. So we'll put in C of 170, and it does indeed tell us 19.99. Okay. All right. Now for the next one, B part, it's 335. We're given 335 for that one. And we already know that it'll be the second one. So we'll put in D. If you try to put in C of 335, let's see what happens. It'll just tell you what to find because C of X only goes between 0 and 300. All right. So to get the answer for this one, we have to put in D. So D of 335 is 26.99, which was correct. And then the C part was 301. It was 20.19, and that was also correct. Okay. Okay, so that's how to evaluate a piecewise function manually and also using the Desmos graphing calculator. And also we can see the graph of the entire piecewise function on the Desmos graphing calculator.